Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. Experts warn we could be seeing snap lockdowns like the one in Brisbane for years to come. Brisbane has entered day 2 of its 3-day lockdown after 2 clusters were linked back to the Princess Alexandra Hospital. The Queensland Premier is expected to reveal today whether that will now extend over Easter and whether it will include the Gold Coast. Infectious diseases Dr Paul Griffin says lockdowns are an effective way of controlling outbreaks.
Community transmission is a big concern, and if we leave that go unchecked, we could have hundreds of cases in a fairly short space of time.
Several states are reportedly lagging behind in the rollout of vaccines. Allocation figures have revealed New South Wales has only administered 50% of the doses it's been allocated. The figure slightly better in Queensland at 55%. WA has topped the country with 62%. More than 70 people who had $23 million stolen by financial advisor Melissa Caddick could recover $8 million once her assets are sold. Ms Caddick is presumed dead after disappearing from her Sydney home in November. Her foot washed up on a beach last month. Labor is promising to cut taxes on electric cars if it wins the next election. Details will be released later today. Leader Anthony Albanese will also announce a $200 million package to install 400 community batteries across the country. And a new survey shows Aussies have lost confidence in politicians. Researcher Ralph Aston says a study shows only 22% believe MPs act in the public interest.
This is a wake-up call for government politicians. The system's broken. There's a dangerous disconnect between those in power who make choices for Australians and the people they serve.
In sport, Hawthorn defender Will Day will meet with a surgeon this week to determine the best way to deal with an ankle injury. Day limped off the field in the 3rd term of the Hawks' loss to Richmond. The COVID outbreak in Queensland is expected to see the Titans fly to Sydney today for their match against Canberra this weekend. A decision will be made at midday. The game was to be played on the Gold Coast, but that's unlikely now. And in cricket, the Women's T20 series in New Zealand will be decided in Game 3 in Auckland tomorrow. In entertainment news, Destiny's Child's outfits worn in the Independent Women video are going under the hammer. The 3-day Music Icons auction also features clothing worn by Lady Gaga, J-Lo, Jennifer Hudson and Rita Ora. BTS has called for an end to Asian hate. The K-pop band has joined the Stop Asian Hate movement following anti-Asian violence in the US, saying they feel grief and anger. And James Blunt has bought himself a tuk-tuk to cruise the streets of Ibiza. The singer, who imported the taxi from Thailand, says he's constantly being stopped in the streets by people asking for a lift. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.